Joining us right now on the Daly Dose Sports Podcast, we have someone that joined us on the Dose a couple of months ago, but now we have some updated news, and that is a very good thing. Dana McLeod is the CFO and head of content at Evoca TV. Dana, welcome back to the Daly Dose. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Oh, thank you so much. It's my pleasure. And I'm so excited to be here with our big update.
You know, here in the Rocky Mountain region, a lot of people don't know this, but sports fans are basically being held hostage by our local cable companies and with the Altitude Sports Network. Locally, if you have the wrong cable company, you are missing a ton of Denver Nuggets, Colorado Avalanche, Colorado Rockies games, not to mention a lot of like local sports programming that I know people would love to be getting. Now, they keep telling us this is all going to be solved. This is all going to be over soon. But I've been hearing that for a while now. I've kind of stopped holding my breath. Dana, when you joined us back in November, you told us how you had this new service that Evoca TV was providing. You had a service that could get Rocky Mountain sports fans their games back, their programming back that they want. But at that time, I believe you were in Boise, Phoenix, and Colorado Springs. Well, last Friday, you came out with a big announcement that I think Denver Metro fans are really going to want to hear. What is that news that you have for us?
That is true. Evoca launched in Denver last Friday. So we are available for everybody in the Denver area. That includes really most of the Front Range. So Castle Rock, Fort Collins, Denver, all the way down through Colorado Springs and Pueblo. Sign up with us. Don't wait for that altitude thing to get solved or not get solved. It's been 3 years.
Yes.
Maybe they'll figure it out, but as a fan, you don't need to wait anymore. You can sign up with Evoca, $25 a month. We give you all your local sports. So you'll get your Avs, your Nuggets, your Rapids. When baseball season comes, you're going to get your Rockies. We also have a deal with Colorado State University. And we're working on a bunch of other universities to give you more local sports content. So we are the best way to get your local sports teams by far, now available in Denver.
That is great news for sports fans. Dana, I hate to make you repeat yourself, but can you kind of explain what Evoca TV is and kind of how it works?
Yeah, of course. We are a hybrid TV distributor. So we use over-the-air broadcasts and streaming. So we're kind of do both. So some content comes to you via streaming and some comes over the air. Your guide will, when you sign up for Evoca, you'll get an antenna. You can use your own antenna or you can purchase one from us. Okay. The antenna will pick up all of the local channels in the area. So you'll get all of the big four: Fox, NBC, CBS, ABC. And every sports fan in Colorado knows that that's how you watch the Broncos. So I know the season's over. You get all the Broncos content next fall. And then the guide will be integrated. So you'll see all those local over-the-air channels. You'll also see all the channels we provide, which is really centered around those regional sports networks. But we also have a lot of national channels like Hallmark, Game Show Network, Family Entertainment TV, NFL Network, Red Zone. You get a skinny bundle of channels along with those regional sports channels. So you can actually have your entertainment networks in addition to the sports channels. And it's pretty seamless. You put the antenna up in your house. The Denver area has wonderful over-the-air coverage. A lot of people surprisingly don't know that.
Right.
So you put the antenna up, you'll get 40 to 50 channels just over the air. And then you'll get our subscription, our skinny bundle of channels in addition, and it's all there in one user interface.
Now, you said the current cost right now is $25. What is the I guess setup fees, or is there anything else involved there, or is it $25 and you just get rolling?
Great question. It's $25. There's no sign up fee. We do have a set-top box that goes in your house. Okay. And connects to the TV. You can either pay for that up front and own it completely, and that's $250, or you can rent it from us for $5 a month. So if you rent it, it's $30 total. That's a two-year price guarantee. So that's another great thing we're doing right now with this rollout is we will not raise your price for 2 years. That is a rare situation for pay TV providers. And there's no contract for you either. Okay. So there's no obligation that you sign up for.
So if say you have one of the cable providers, say you have, I don't know, Comcast, or you have whoever, and you want to get Evoca TV you're a little bit nervous about maybe making that full transition. Can you kind of run both and see how it works for you? And if you like it, and then, I mean, I know for me, I'm going to end up dropping Comcast if that's the case, because I'm kind of sick of that whole thing. But is that a possibility to do?
Absolutely. Yeah. Since we have no contracts, there's no reason you need to cancel Comcast. If you want this to be supplemental to Comcast, since they don't carry the Avs and the Nuggets, or even Dish TV, or a different streaming service that you might have. I mean, none of those streaming services outside of DirecTV Stream carry these local sports networks. So even if you had Hulu with live TV, you're not going to get access to your Avs and Nuggets. So you could have Hulu plus Evoca. Definitely.
Okay. And that's really, really good information, because I know there'll be a lot of people that would be very interested in that. It seems to me that Evoca is going into these markets, and you are trying to pull and hold those local sports fans that just can't get their content. And even in states or cities that they might have a carrier that will help them a little bit, we know that some of these big carriers are kind of getting out of that business, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Hulu, YouTube TV, neither of them carry the regional sports networks. They're more on the virtual side, digital side. But Dish has dropped almost all of the regional sports networks. I don't think they carry anymore. So there's a shift towards some of these big media companies focusing on just one national lineup. That's great, and it works for a lot of people. We really want to find our sweet spot and cater to those people that want the local content. So
Absolutely.
Local sports, local news. We're trying to do a ton of new interesting things. We've recently put up some webcams around Colorado so you can see what's the traffic like on the way to the mountains, or what's the snow look like at the ski area.
Sure.
So we're really trying to look for unique stuff that's highly tied into the community.
Dana, the Denver Nuggets are currently in 6th place in the Western Conference. They are hoping to get healthy. They're hoping to get some people back that could improve. Altitude carries 76 of their 82 regular season games. The Colorado Avalanche are in 1st place in their Central Division. Altitude carries 69 of their 82 regular season games. Hey, these are two teams that are going to be in the playoffs, and these cable companies are not going to let us watch the majority of these games down the stretch and possibly even into the playoffs, but we can watch them with Evoca TV. What is the best way for someone to go sign up and get this service rolling? Because I know, speaking personally, I want this as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Go to evoca.tv. You'll have an opportunity to put in your the address that you're going to be watching it from, and it'll just confirm that you're in our coverage area. So, if somebody's listening in Nebraska, I'm sorry, we're not yet in Nebraska.
Sure.
We do have plans for total national domination, but it's one day at a time.
Of course.
So you put in your address, it'll tell you, yes, you're in our service checker. You go through the checkout. We'll get that box out to you as fast as possible. Quite a few people that signed up on Friday have already had those boxes shipped. You get it. It's a self-install. It's pretty simple. Even my parents were able to do it, which means it's not too hard. And then once you get it set up, you're ready to go. You got access to all your local teams.
Well, this is excellent news. And I'm telling you right now, I am literally going to go sign up for this right now, because I want my local teams back. I don't get most of these games. And it is so frustrating to be knowing there's a huge game tonight. There's a big rivalry game. I can't even watch it. And sometimes you even see it. Hey, it shows it's going to be on tonight. No, it's blacked out. You're not going to get it. You're going to lose that game. I'm going to be going and signing up for this. And I have to think there are going to be a lot of other people that are going to be doing the same. I absolutely love that you are doing this, that you're getting involved at the local level and giving sports fans what they want to see. So this is very, very helpful information. Now, some of you might not know this, but Dana McLeod played a little basketball. She played high school hoops down at, I believe, Coronado High School.
That's right. Yep.
Played college basketball at Colorado College. When is the last time you picked up a basketball?
Kind of embarrassing to admit. It's been a while.
That's all right.
The last time I picked up a basketball was within the last few years. I went to Dave and Buster's and I crushed it on that free throw shooting game they have. That's always a little fun. You go with like your coworkers and they have no idea what your background is, and then you just show them.
You just go light them up.
It has been a long time since I've actually played like a full court basketball.
Sure. Here's the question, though. Here's the ultimate question. I take you outside right now. We go to the regulation hoop. I give you 10 free throws. How many are you knocking down?
Oh man, it would have been 90% easy.
See,
It would have been
that
9 out
that
of
was the
10
goal,
easy.
right? Yeah,
in
yeah.
Before we actually did a fundraiser one year.
Yeah.
I think the Jimmy V Foundation.
Oh,
they
yeah.
did cancer fundraising.
Sure.
And I had all my parents and my whole family, they all just agreed to give me $1 for every free throw I made out of 100, and I made like 94. So
Wow.
they were like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Today,
You raised some money that day.
yeah, today, I don't know. Hopefully I could make 7 out of 10.
You
I think
can knock
that's
down
kind of like
7 or
riding a
8.
bike.
Yeah. It's rhythm, it's muscle memory. You'd be able to do just fine. I'm warning y'all right now, do not get into a free throw contest with her, because she's going to tear you up. Like she said, that is kind of like riding a bike. It comes back very, very quickly. Yep. Dana, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. This genuinely is really, really good news. And right now in this era, like, we need all the good news we can get, but to get your favorite teams back, to going into spring when this is going to heat up and we're going to want these games, and then going into summer where we get, Colorado Rockies games and that kind of thing when there's nothing else on, this is perfect timing to get your sports back. Be sure that you go over to Evoca TV. I want to thank you so much for stopping by, giving us that information. We appreciate it so much. And anytime you have, anything else you need to share, you let us know. We would be happy to have you. And thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you. Really appreciate the time, and thanks for the support. We're excited, and I hope all your fans sign up. It'll be great.
I do too. Thank you so much. I know for sure a few people that are going to be signing up, so I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thanks, Clint.